What's going on, everyone? Jeremy here from the Quartering, and Disney Plus has not been without its own problems in terms of launching, as we've unfortunately kind of gotten used to these days. Whether it's a AAA video game launching in a broken state or a streaming service, there's really no difference. The cartoon battles right now are stretching me beyond caring. At this point, I think the running total, if you want basically everything you used to get on Hulu for the most part, you have to spend $100 a month. Because now you have to subscribe to HBO Max, Apple TV, Netflix, Hulu, Disney Plus, an unending range of garbage. Everybody providing less value than they used to for lower prices, but these companies were supposed to destroy cable, not become cable, and that's essentially what it is. Now people have to pay $100 a month if they want to get access to all this programming. It's no better than cable ever was. In fact, to me, it's strictly worse. You have to launch a different app every single time. Sure, you could watch shows on demand, but DVRs fix that problem in terms of cable. But that's not what we're here to talk about today. We're here to talk about Disney ruining the classics, not just in terms of The Simpsons, which we're going to talk about, but in terms of, well, trigger warnings. Disney Plus issues trigger warnings for, quote, outdated cultural depictions in classic movies. This is what they're worried about. Disney's new streaming service has added a trigger warning to certain classic movies like The Jungle Book, Lady and the Tramp, to address possible, quote, outdated cultural depictions that could offend viewers. Disney Plus, which launched Tuesday amid a host of technical issues, issued a disclaimer on some decades-old movies that read, "This program is presented as it was originally created. It may contain outdated cultural depictions." The warning appears in movie descriptions for, quote, Dumbo, The Jungle Book, Lady and the Tramp, among others that have faced criticism for depicting stereotypes. One 1946 film, Song of the South, isn't featured at all on the streaming service, presumably due to its controversial portrayal of Black Americans. Now, this is one way to go about it. I mean, erasing history. This isn't something that I would suggest as a solution. I think that most people can understand nuance. Now, people on Twitter can't, which is, I'm assuming, where this came from. Emotionally fragile, financially affluent millennials of Twitter. They don't want to understand nuance. They can't look at a movie made in the 20s and realize that it was a different time. Not all things, by the way, get better with time, but that's for later in this video as we look at what they've done to The Simpsons. Disney's new streaming service warns fans that they may encounter outdated cultural depictions watching older content. So we've got Dumbo from 1941, The Aristocrats from 1970, The Jungle Book from 1967, and the original Lady and the Tramp. All contain a warning at the end of their respective depictions. These warnings caution sensitive fans that they are about to watch contains racial portrayals that may be triggering. This program is presented as originally created. Warning at the end of each depiction reads it may contain outdated depictions. The Aristocats, I said aristocrats. I meant to say the Aristocats. It's a movie about cats. Representatives from Disney Plus did not immediately respond to Fox News' request for comment. As IGN notes, Dumbo had been criticized for the depiction of two wisecracking crows that speak in the stereotypical African-American voices played by a white actor. Again, who cares? Are black folks really offended by this? And are they in any reasonable numbers? I'm sure there were plenty of black folks that watched these films when they came out and enjoyed them. I suppose the warning is just a bit of corporate CYA, as why wouldn't they just remove them entirely, as they've done with other episodes? We can look at their treatment of the Michael Jackson episode of The Simpsons as they've removed it entirely. Why? Why? Everybody knows it exists. In fact, it was one of the most iconic Simpsons episodes ever. It's right up there with Mr. Plow. And deleting it only enacts the Streisand effect. By the way, Disney Plus completely botched The Simpsons. I was just in the middle, mini rant incoming. I was just in the middle of watching Simpsons from beginning to end. I'd get home late at night. It's like 7 o'clock. I started. I was on season 4, probably episode 5 or 6 on Hulu, when all of a sudden it wouldn't play anymore. And I was like, what happened? I had to go to the Google box, figure out that, well, Disney took it away from me. Now I have to pay $7 a month if I want to continue watching The Simpsons. And why would I do that? Because it's on the worst streaming service ever. Disney Plus won't let you watch The Simpsons as it was meant to be seen, which is, by the way, in the 4:3 aspect ratio. Disney Plus' extensive catalog of content at launch includes the first 30 seasons of The Simpsons, but longtime fans of the show have been dismayed to find that the streaming service does not display older episodes in their original 4:3 aspect ratio. And now you might be saying to yourself, well, is it that big of a deal? It absolutely is, because it cuts out a lot of the jokes. First, a little background. The Simpsons debuted, we already know. The first 19 and a half seasons of The Simpsons comprised of 429 pre-HD episodes, nearly 2/3 of the 661 that are currently available on Disney Plus. But on the streaming service, they're only viewable in 16:9 aspect ratio. The modified episodes as a result of the remastering process. This is meant to translate the show to HD with improved color and clarity, but in many cases, the conversion to widescreen simply involves chopping off the top and bottom of the original and stretching it to fix the 69 aspect ratio, which crops out some of the show's cleverest gags. To wit, check out Disney Plus version of the 1993's Duffless in the 16th episode of season 4. I'm almost there, actually, which ruins a great joke at the Duff Brewery. See, you originally have Duff, Duff Light, Duff Dry. All the classic Simpsons episodes on Disney Plus are cropped widescreen format. That means you miss out on tons of great visual jokes, like how Duff, Duff Light, Duff Dry all come from the same tube. See here, you see it all coming out. It's all exactly the same, but you wouldn't know that. This will surely bring back memories for Simpsons fans. They've dealt with the same issue in the summer of 2014 when Fox began airing Marathon on FXX every night on the Simpsons episode, even where the company launched Simpsons World, the website that had been exclusive streaming home of The Simpsons until now. It only offered 16:9 conversions of the SD episodes. It's a bitter pill to swallow once again, especially since there was evidence suggesting that Disney Plus would do right by Simpsons fan. In late October, one of those fans tweeted a screenshot of Twitter direct message of the conversation with the official Disney Plus support account. The person asked Simpsons Disney representative had replied, the episode will be released in the original aspect ratio, meaning that if the episode was in 4:3, it will be available in 4:3. That's not the case, at least at launch. It's also worth noting that The Simpsons on Disney Plus does not come with any of the bonus features that Simpsons World offers, such as episode guiding, the ability to watch episodes with audio commentary, and Fox's DVDs. I don't necessarily care about all that, but I do care that, one, now I have to pay for a new service to continue watching Simpsons, which I just won't do, and I have to watch a worse version of it. Bill Oakley, who served as a writer and the showrunner on The Simpsons for years, referenced Simpsons World functionality in an interview with Digital Trends Live on Tuesday, saying at the very least, Disney could just allow people to click and change it to 4:3. I hope that bring that option to Disney Plus, because it's like, that's what the fans want to see. At least the hardcore fans want to see it the way it was. It's not even about being a hardcore fan. It's about literally ruining the show. And then you have classic Simpsons episode featuring Michael Jackson missing from Disney Plus. The 1991 episode of Simpsons, which Michael Jackson guest starred as, left circulation in light of the recent allegations. The decision to pull Stark Raving Dad, which opened the show's 3rd season, comes from a creative brain trust behind The Simpsons. I don't think it was actually on Hulu either. If I'm trying to remember, if this was season 3, I'm on season 4. I definitely didn't see it. Again, this is stupid. Why pull it? I mean, we all know what the rumors are around MJ. We all know everything that either did or didn't happen. Erasing it doesn't change any of that. Why would you want to erase this man? Are you going to just burn all of his albums too? I'm not burning my copy of Thriller. It's legendary. Top 10 album of all time, period. We know what he's accused of. We also know that Hollywood has a narrative to enforce it. 10 years ago, I was sure it was all true. And now the more documentaries that come out, the less and less convinced I really am. The fact that they're deleting these episodes, hey, maybe they're trying to unperson the guy. I don't know. Now, Occam's razor tells us it's all true and it all happened. But who knows these days? Going out of your way to delete history is not a way to look innocent. Showing Jackson in a prominent and positive role is understandably contentious. Last weekend, HBO aired Leaving Neverland, a 4-hour documentary about Jackson's stuff going on. The film both reopened widespread discussions about his controversial legacy and led many to re-litigate it based on the graphic new allegations. The show was junk. November 13th, following its removal from syndication on all digital platforms this past spring, Stark Raving Dad is the only episode out of 662 from The Simpsons' first 30 seasons to be missing from Disney+. Why? Why remove it? Are we going to scrub through the other 662 episodes and make sure that all of the people depicted on the show there are squeaky clean? No, this isn't to defend him, but I'm just saying there's no value in trying to rewrite history. There's no value in trying to cut the show down to 16:9 aspect ratio and ruin it. I'm not even a purist. I'm not like it's got to be 4:3. I'm just saying, look, if it could be 16:9 and not cut off jokes, I'm fine with that. I know it'd be an ultra small group of people that had to see it in 4:3, but the fact that you're cutting off jokes is unacceptable. The fact that you launch in a terrible mess is unacceptable. The fact that I now have to pay for 10 different streaming services where I used to get it through 1 or 2 is unacceptable. All you're going to do is push more beautiful new viewers to YouTube, and I, for one, welcome you with open arms. I hope you enjoyed this video. We'll talk to you again real soon.